Hey, how's it going? I'm Ron.
I'm Zach.
We're from Widetrack, and we're here on our little segment called Influences, where we talk about bands each week that have influenced our music and that we really dig and we want to raise a little awareness about. We've been starting off with some of the more popular bands. Last week we did Tool, and we kicked off this a couple weeks ago with Queens of the Stone Age, and eventually we want to get to local bands and indie bands and really push up some of the more lesser known talent that's out there. So this week Zach and I have been having a lot of conversations about Soundgarden. So Zach, you've been kind of discovering these guys over the past couple months and
going on a treasure hunt.
Yeah, it's kind of exciting to watch where you're kind of getting to relive my discovering of this band. So why don't you kind of give us some thoughts on all that?
Well, it is one of the most amazing things to see in a band. Listening to them, listening to what they've got on their albums, and seeing just how diverse it can all be. A lot of stuff on Bad Motorfinger is different from itself. And then you look at other albums like Super Unknown and Bad Motorfinger. You could tell me they're by two different bands, and I'd believe you. They're both great albums, but they're completely different in, their sort of feeling.
Yeah, and then down on the upside, which that trifecta of albums is just...
Each one fits inside the middle of each other.
That's a good way to put it, yeah.
I don't know, Bad Motorfinger kind of captures the power of all of them. And Down on the Upside kind of captures a happy medium. Super Unknown, I feel like, captures a very...
Yeah, Super Unknown was their definite breakthrough, made them huge album, put them on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine, and it certainly lives up to the Soundgarden name. I mean, there's just such a diverse variety of sounds, and you, surprisingly so, you said that one of your favorite Soundgarden songs
is Head Down.
Head Down from Super Unknown. That's I was taken by surprise.
And I did say that is my favorite.
Oh, it's your very favorite.
As of this time period, that'll change in about 2 days.
Right, I know how that is.
As it does.
So, and now I think it bears being mentioned here that Brian, our guitar player, is a big fan of the Louder Than Love, which comes out before Bad Motorfinger, the preceding album. And definitely you can hear that influence in a bit of Brian's guitar stylings. And I know for myself personally, like the song Gun, which is on that album, is one of my favorites. That's just a killer track, and I know you got a couple that you like on that album, like
Flower.
Well, Flowers from Screamin' Life, isn't it? Or is that from
yeah. They're Big Dumb Sex.
Sex, Ugly Truth, and some songs like that. And then going further back, we got Ultra Mega OK, which
that one's got Flower.
That's Flower, yeah. Screamin' Life is Nothing to Say, and Little Joe, and okay, yeah.
I'm a big fan of Flower, and of course, Beyond the Wheel.
Beyond the Wheel, one of the great classic Soundgarden songs. If you're an old school Soundgarden fan, you definitely know Beyond the Wheel, and that's definitely one of the songs that I go to when I want to get pumped up for something, whether it's going to the dentist or doing my taxes or anything else that I'm needing a little extra push. I just put on Beyond the Wheel and I'm ready to roll. So so what are some of the more standout qualities of Soundgarden to you?
Well, we've got the two that I think are very crucial to being a good band. Well, three. Two that I was going to mention are, they are very versatile. They've got many different sounds that all kind of tie back to their name, Like, you can play a song by them and I'll say, oh, that's a Soundgarden song. I won't have to... Who's that? Is that Judas Priest? Oh. Or, any band, I don't know, Judas Priest doesn't really sound like...
Yeah, they go from soft to hurricane Yeah,
Yeah, but
sometimes
they've
within
also
one song.
they've also got a very powerful stage presence. They let it all out. I mean, you said that you've seen Chris on the Super Unknown tour back in 1994.
Yeah,
And the only thought going through your head?
yeah. They opened up with Jesus Christ Post, and from the moment he started singing, I was like, "Good God, man, save yourself! You're, you got a whole show to do here and a whole tour," and wow, but such power, and it's rarely do you see that kind of power with that kind of finesse in a band, and I think they just set the example of, like, in the studio they're such perfectionists, and they have such craftsmanship about their songwriting and recording. Live they know it so well that they are able to just let go and let the energy of it all take them. And that's such an important lesson for us. We've had a lot of conversations about once we start getting back out playing live again, that we just want to really be so rehearsed that we're able to
kind of not really focus on it as much and really
Yeah.
focus on diving into it
yeah
while on stage.
letting the energy of the music take over, because that's the whole essence of it for us, is the spirit of things kind of becoming this fifth element that brings it to a new level, and definitely the audience is part of that. And the audiences at a Soundgarden concert are, it's hilarious. It's like this seething pit of exuberance, and just the sight of, I don't want to say violence, because I've
It's
never
like
seen.
Slipknot, right? Like,
Yeah, Slipknot is a
not
whole
only that
other
actually is
thing.
violence. I mean, that's actually violence.
But that's cool too. But
Its own thing.
but it's quite an energy.
Yeah, it's just, power going through you.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
What else are you gonna do?
In the hands of craftsmen like that, they really make the best use of it.
Which reminds me of the very third aspect that makes them a good band. They sound good.
They do.
Production on Down on the Upside, Super Unknown, that's not the album. Bad Motorfinger,
Yeah,
specifically Jesus Christ Pose, I really feel it there.
yeah.
Just how good they sound,
Yeah, they definitely have the sound of just the most polished of bands.
Kind of 3A. They're smart, Their lyrics aren't, I like drugs and woman. I like woman on drugs.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I mean, they've got
unless they mean to be silly like
Yeah.
that, which, like Big Dumb Sax and some of
Exactly,
the
I mean-
things like that, they're kind of poking fun at the
ironic sort of things like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, there's and their B-sides. God, for God's sake, they could they could make a great album off just the B-sides. It's just quite amazing. What a band. So, well, we're kind of running out of time here. That we could go on and on about these guys. This is definitely one of our favorite bands, and we welcome your comments, and would love to just have this be the starting point of a continued discussion. So, as always, thanks for listening and indulging us with our little geek out here, and we'll be talking to you soon. Until then, keep on rocking.